was telling Sam this last week because he's been through the debanking thing and we've talked about it on the show before. So as you know, the anti-money laundering laws that basically started to get introduced in 2023 and come into effect in 2024, this has been affecting people like you.
Yep.
It's been affecting other businesses that aren't in money, like temporary fence companies, toilet companies, Fundo, a friend of mine, Bashara, he talked about this short-term money lending company, and a number of other businesses that have reached out to me. So that's now affected me. So while I was overseas, I had one of my bank accounts, which I've had since I was a child, closed down with St. George. You know, this is Westpac St. George. And they basically said, we need to close your account. And when I tried to get answers, I couldn't get answers from them. What had happened, in short, was it was nothing I did. Someone sent me money that they lent me. I lent them. I lent them like 13 to 18 grand. They sent me 13 grand. They received that money from someone else who owed them money. And that person received money from another person who again, I don't know who these people are. That first person that sent money, 4 different people, including me, an allegation was made about them. And because of that, and because some of that money eventually made its way to me, even though I don't know who it is, even though I was found of no wrongdoing, the bank has basically shut that account down. I've had with them for like almost 30 years. And it's locked. I can't get my money out. And the problem is it's like, how many people is this affecting? And it's like, how do you run a business like this? And these are and the funny thing is, it's easy to get annoyed at St. George and the staff, which I obviously don't. I understand what's going on because I'm literate with the legislation. These are the laws that the government are enforcing. They enforce these laws like COVID, which puts the police in a difficult position. They enforce these laws with the banks, which puts them in a position with their clients. It's like, you guys enforce this. And so I haven't been debanked, but it's like, it hasn't made it easy, these laws, what they're doing. But there are people getting debanked. I mean, you guys had that and you had to overcome it. But this is not helping the economy.
No, it's not.
It's just like, net zero, flatten the curve of the economy,
Look, entrepreneurship, it's challenging enough in of itself. Turning a profit in your first year is 20 entrepreneurs out there. You're hearing what I'm saying and you're smiling along. It is brutal. It is brutally tough, particularly in a world that is ever increasing in taxation and ever reducing in economic opportunity. Starting a business and being successful at it is harder than ever in a lot of ways. Lots of businesses closed during COVID, lockdowns, etc. Lots of entrepreneurs lost it all, and completely unfairly so, of course. So what I'm saying here is that entrepreneurs hard enough to start off with. And then when you start throwing in debankings, I mean, come on, are we trying to make business harder or easier for people in this country? That's something the Americans do really well. They'll roll out the red carpet. They're trying to make it easy for you to come in and do business in their country because they love prosperity. They understand that more business means more jobs, means more money. Everyone's got more money. Everyone spends more money. This thing turns around, bang, prosperity, right? But
I think we've talked about this every episode you've come in, like every episode for the last 2 years. One of the times I played the video of John Bernard doing that video, going to the banks, asking for his money out. The backlash after that was they closed his bank account because he embarrassed the staff. I think this was Combank or one of the banks he was with. And he ended up going to the US and opening a bank account there. And it's like, okay, cool. There you go. All that economy, all that money, all that profit is now overseas. It's not here. And he
that's the nature of it. And that's why I love the whole push that Turning Point Australia and that you're doing, is that you're truly trying to make this country great again for everybody. But in my position, it's the people that are trying to push Australia forward, right? It's the entrepreneurs, it's the people that are getting debanked, it's the people that are trying to move the needle and are just getting sledgehammered at every point of the way.
Like Sam, what gets me is it's just so sad. Like you meet, I love using their names, Larry and Jenny. They know who they are. Retirees. They're like 65, 70 years old. They literally had a big part in building this country. People like that. And they're just getting taxed. They don't understand who's hitting them. They don't understand why they're getting hit. They don't know how to hit back. I'm just trying to solve that. And it's just the decimation that happens to their kids and then their grandkids. It's like people have had enough. That's where we're at. And it's just sad. Like every time, like when the taxes went through on Tuesday, I just felt like turning on the camera and saying, guys, I am sorry. I am so sorry. We should have tried harder in the last federal election.
Yeah.
But it's just like, and I know it's not my fault. I know it wasn't in my control, but it's like we've got to commit. We've got to commit to reversing this and saying we will not stop until we repeal these laws.
Absolutely. And if we want to keep what our society looks like, I mean, Lenin was the one who said that to crush the bourgeoisie, he's talking about the middle class there, not the elite. The bourgeoisie is the middle class. He says that you have to grind them between the millstones of taxation and inflation. So the average Aussie out there who feels like they are between a rock and a hard place of the government taking more and more of their money and a cost of living crisis that's making it harder and harder to get by, you are right where they want you to be. And I don't say that with a smile on my face. You are right where Lenin and all of his buddies want you to be.
Yeah.
It's sad. And we need to fix that.
100%. I hope you enjoyed that clip. Sam from Liberty Bullion has really been supporting us for the last 2 years, and because of sponsors like him that don't pressure me to say certain things, I'm able to actually honestly tell you what I think and keep the lights on. If you liked what Sam was talking about, and if you'd like to see more from him, or even if you'd like to buy some bullion from the bloke, to buy gold, silver, platinum, head to libertybullion.com.au and you can go and support what Sam's doing, which really helps us as well. God bless you guys. I hope you got some value out of this clip. Don't forget to like, share, and please support Liberty Bullion. I'll see you guys later.